Hey, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment family, community. We do not have a new Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission that was dedicated, to everything happens the way it's supposed to. So this transmission that we're about to roll into was always, co-created with the intentions to make it on the channel. This week, we don't have a new Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission, but we do have a new transmission to the channel. It's a Kingdom Things podcast, World Powwow session transmission that was conducted back in March initially. We're going to go ahead and roll into this transmission. It's going to be our soul satiation, soul medicine, soul food, soul uplifting and healing frequencies. Do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you experience within Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. But this transmission is what we're rocking with this week, this Wednesday. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nicole Phillips. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah, the Jewish culture widely awaited Mashiach, the Hindu culture prophesied Kalki. Full circle moment, alert, alert. So are you. Why, Ashley? Thank you for asking this question. What I have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. We are in the second coming of Christ. We are the second coming of Christ, where our DNA genome is being activated into divine remembrances beyond our ancestral history, beyond our ancestral heritage, beyond our humanism paradigms of limitation, finite, or lack. We're being reactivated into our remembrance that we are one with all things, that we are limitless potentials, that we are divinity, that we are multidimensional beings, that we are galactic beings, that we have galactic heritage. We're remembering our galactic and beyond heritage to incorporate these remembrances, these wisdoms, these high vibrational, beautiful, high octane frequencies into our beingness, or our soul's authentic frequencies beyond our humanism. We're embodying our authentic frequencies to co-create a humanism, human evolution, human culture evolution that reflects our limitless potentials that we're being reactivated into. Within Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, the ancestral forces, the galactic forces are like, hey, Ashley, look at this paradigm within humanism. We want to channel some energies and messages, co-create some transmissions to help y'all uplift these vibrations, to embody, be more consciously in a greater conscious awareness state of your limitless potentials. Embody your limitless potentials in a more conscious awareness state at greater conscious awareness quotients. That's what we do here over within Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Subscribe to the channel to join the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment as to and by limitless potentials, timeless content, healing frequencies, uplifting frequencies, healing wisdoms, uplifting wisdoms. Again, do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you hear or experience within Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. And if whatever help you feel to reach out and ask for, pray for, do this along your journey of remembrance into your greater potentials, limitless potentials that we've always been. We're just, our conscious awareness of this is what's shifting, evolving, growing, expanding. Again, subscribe to the channel, share, comment to help proliferate the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment community. Again, we're rolling into a Kingdom Things podcast with Nicole Phillips. Again, my name is Nicole Phillips. We're rolling into the Kingdom Things podcast with Nicole Phillips, a transmission, Powwow session, live world Powwow session. Subscribe to Kingdom Things podcast with Nicole Phillips on YouTube. You can also follow and watch for free on Spotify to join the Kingdom Things podcast with Nicole Phillips, journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. It's a podcast that I co-create with the universal forces, just like I co-create this channel with the universal forces to assist to be a resource, to be resources as we awaken in the masses to our divine remembrances. Again, do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you experience or hear within Kingdom Things podcast with Nicole Phillips as well. We have prophecies. Let's go ahead and get into it. The Kingdom Things podcast 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the Most High, the Divine, says we will be a human culture, planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. And these manifestations were all a part of the makings of us, or part of our gestational phase, where we fell out of alignment with universal frequencies, universal orderings, into a dense thong of vibrational frequential patternings that stated that we were in lack finite, which co-created a culture, human culture, that possessed death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. We no longer need these things. We're evolving away from it. And by the year 2033, we will have a heightened conscious awareness in the mass as a human culture of planet Earth, as multidimensional beings of planet Earth, co-creating with many other multidimensional beings of planet Earth. We're not the only beings that reside within or as or symbiotic co-creations with planet Earth. There are many other species, beings, and many other dimensions, including our own, that we, that co-create with us unconsciously. Like we've been unconscious to the fact. We're awakening to this, and by the year 2033, again in the masses, we will remember that we are human culture, planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Kardashian scale, part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2, part 3. Kardashian scale, type 1, type 2, type 3, human culture, planet Earth, colony. If you don't know what the Kardashev scale is, it is a scale that was channeled. I say channeled because my soul said, hey, galactic forces, ancestral forces beyond space and time, and within space and time, we gifted this to the astronomer Kardashev to share with your humanism, your community, your family, as the human culture of planet Earth, the family that is a human culture of planet Earth, to give you the glimpse and understanding that you have a benevolent disposition to grow and evolve. You weren't created to decay. You were created to grow and evolve, regenerate, expand, cellularly regenerate, expand, grow and evolve, atomically, string-wise, quantumly, regenerate, grow and evolve, effortlessly and infinitely. The Kardashev scale outlines the evolution of a galactic colony based off of the amount of its own energy the galactic colony is able to harness and utilize for the galactic colony's evolution. The divine says, whenever it's time to, whenever it manifests, whenever we perceive it, because it already is. Our perspective of this is what changes. The divine says, the Most High, the oneness of all things says. By the way, I channel all these wisdoms and energies using my shaman mama capabilities, my psychic abilities, my channeling skills, my mediumship skills, my connection to the oneness of all things, in which I am, in which you are, in which all things truly are. We are all one. At the same time, we're different dimensions or authentic frequencies that help co-create the oneness of all things, that help grow and evolve the oneness of all things. The divine says, whenever the creation needs something to, whenever infinite creation, or God, or most commonly termed God, Allah, Shekinah, Hashem, the Most High, Prime Source, within our realm of creation. Whenever infinite creation or God needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. When will we be a type 1, type 2, type 3 Kardashev scale colony? Whenever it's necessary for the growth and evolution of all things. We are here. We are here. We'll just stay. We are here. And we'll grow into greater conscious awareness of our heightened evolutionary status as a heightened in wellness and balance and limitless potential, embodiment, beingness, human community, human culture. We're here. We're growing into greater conscious awareness of it. Those are a couple of prophecies that we have over in the Kingdom Things podcast with Nicole Phillips catalog, timeless catalog as well. We share these prophecies over here within Oneness Connection as well, including the human dharmic purpose. The divine says we were created as biblically prophesied to remember that we are one with all things, or that we are limitless. We are quantumly entangled with all things, that we are limitless, that we can drop into our heart spaces and make changes to the whole ecosystem, whole human culture through our inner space, raising our vibration, evolving our vibration to help evolve all of humanity's vibration to more wellness and balance. The human dharmic purpose, God says you were created, humanity, to be wellness, to be balance, to be joy, to be evolution. The divine wants to see, what else do we create? What else do we create other than a Kardashian scale, type 1, type 2, type 3 colony, no death, no disease, no famine, no war, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, human culture, planet Earth. What else do we create? The divine wants to see this. We are one with the divine. So the divine wants to see, what do I do with being limitless bipedal men and women of the galaxies, of the cosmos, with this lineage of history, of evolution? What do I create? We are awakening to our multidimensionality, so we're creating with other dimensions of the self. Like I channeled earlier, there are beings, multidimensional beings that look, some that look like just like us, some that do not. Insectoids and great aliens and things that we don't have any synaptical beings that we beings we don't have any synaptical understanding of. I actually had I'm gonna share this with y'all. We're gonna get candid, but this is a whole transmission in and of itself. But we're about to roll into the Kingdom Things podcast transmission. I had a multidimensional experience the other night, because we're all awakening, and the divine told me, actually, there's infinite number of dimensions in reality to perceive, And there are an infinite number of ways to perceive the infinite number of dimensions in reality. I was talking fast. My soul said, hey, Ashley, slow down. I was like, the energy's moving so fast. I'm in my groove. My soul said, hey, Ashley, slow down. You're talking real fast. I'm going to share this multidimensional experience. Again, my soul space said, hey, Ashley, there is an infinite number of ways to perceive reality. And there are an infinite number of infinite number of dimensions and beyond. Things beyond our synaptical understanding to perceive within reality or creation or existence and beyond. Meaning the way that you perceive reality is most likely unique to yourself. Using synesthesia, whether it's synesthesia, where it's like kind of convoluted, or it's just you using a lot of extrasensory perception faculties in one experience. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint whether it's clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience. You know, was I channeling? Was I astral traveling? It's kind of hard to, but you get it. You understand it. You experience it, and you feel it within your bones and your cells and your soul. The experience that you had. We're waking into our multidimensionality. I'm gonna share with y'all a multidimensional experience I had the other night. I was telepathic. I was in my inner space, like praying and meditating, which I do often. I call it powwow sessions, and that's what we do here on the channel. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Every transmission is a powwow session, where we're coming our inner space and we're getting divine revelations and speaking to spirit, the soul, the ancestral forces, to grow and evolve human nature, human tendencies, human paradigms into more wellness, balance, limitless potentials, alignment with our universal wisdoms, as universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. So I was in my inner space healing and all the things, and unbeknownst to me, I was telepathically communicating, or like extrasensory communicating with some ancestral forces, some galactic beings, multidimensional beings. And they were hazing me a little bit. They were poking fun at me a little bit. Cause you know, we're kind of superficial. Like, we like our vessels. We like to look good. We like to look pretty, beautiful, handsome, all the things, right? So they were kind of poking fun at me, like, because I was telepathically communicating with them. And then I saw them in my mind's eye. It's like I saw a fish. No pun intended. I saw like, it's like I saw a fish lens camera. And then these beings came up to the fish lens camera, and they were primping their face. They were like, and they were primping their face in the fish lens camera. And the beings they kind of look aquatic. They looked kind of aquatic, like they had their ears were kind of like fins, and like they looked aquatic, like kind of like a fish face, like, but like mixed with like a frog. And like it was just like they looked aquatic, and but they were bipedal, like they were standing up aquatic beings, and they were just like primping their face, and it looked so real. And I saw it in my mind's eye, like it was an extrasensory perception experience. That was, my experience, right? Multidimensional experience. And I was like, oh, y'all real funny. They're like, we're just joking with you. I was like, I perceive y'all real funny. I was like, whoa. Because they showed me that they revealed their faces, themselves. I was like, whoa, that's wild. And they were like, we can shapeshift to look like other things too. But they were just like in the thing, and they were just like, I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. It was really powerful because I felt their vibrations. And I share that so that we get comfortable with the multidimensional experiences that we have. We don't feel shame or fear about sharing them. We're going to go ahead and roll into this Kingdom Things podcast, World Powwow session. And the reason why this is going to be this week's transmission for Oneness Connection is because over the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to break down this transmission and with the ancestral forces, the Holy Shabbat Trinity, I call them the Holy Shabbat Trinity, Rabbi Yeshua, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. Right? So they're going to join us on the transmissions over the next 3 weeks to kind of break down the energies in this transmission. It's basically humans be remembering into our divinity and as well as embodying our divinity is what this transmission is to help with. So Rabbi Yeshua, Lubavitcher Rebbe, Yosef, Rabbi, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not going to edit any of this. So the next 3 weeks, we'll be breaking down this transmission we're about to roll into. With Rabbi Yeshua, channeling, transcendentally channeling, Rabbi Yeshua, Lubavitcher Rebbe, Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson, as well as Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Moses, and Tahuti. They're going to join us with breaking next 2 to 3 weeks, breaking down this live and diving into more healing frequencies to help us with ease and grace. Release and allow our divinity to come online with joy, abundance, wellness, as universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. We're going to go ahead and roll into this transmission. I want to invite y'all to also come take part in my music. Ashley Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. It's linked below. I'm also a singer-songwriter, a lot of genres, healing frequencies. I create my music a lot like I create these transmissions for Kingdom Things podcast, as well as Oneness Connection. Just like it, I call my inner space. I talk to ancestral forces, heal dimensions of humanism and beyond, galactic humanism and beyond, dimensions of ourselves, of our humanism, to grow us into more limitless potentials, divine remembrance, the divine embodiment. I channel the healing frequencies and lyrics into the music. I want to invite y'all to come take part in my music. Again, many genres that I hope bring you joy and wellness and remembrance of your divine wellness, divine embodiment, to uplift yourself and your whole ancestral lineage. Divine embodiment, to uplift yourself and your whole ancestral lineage, and so shall it be. Ashley Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. It's linked below. I'm also an author, y'all. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is was a part of my awakening journey. My soul, my inner space, the oneness of all things is like, hey, we want to remind you who you are. Actually, channel these books. They're going to channel these books through you. So I channeled 3 books. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's cataloged onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential, what we would see as crises, which help align her to remembrance and a journey of remembering more into divine alignment, divine embodiment, divine wisdoms, divine frequencies. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My other half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to God inside. One soul, 2 bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime says that their love can't work. They will co-create a love and a life together. Which lifetime, under which circumstances, the books are prophetic and beautiful and a lot of wisdoms. They are available to purchase within the Amazon bookstore. You can do digital downloads, which are 3 separate digital downloads, $29.97 plus tax if you're doing all digital downloads. If you're doing the paperback copies, the first 2 parts, Asia's story, Coming Home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm Home. It's available in 1 binding, Asia's story. The third part, My Other Half, is in a separate binding. So 2 bindings, the 3 stories, $29.98 plus tax nonetheless. The links are specified below in the description, whether you're doing paperback or digital. I'm also a home chef, y'all. I enjoy intuitively cooking. Whatever the ancestral forces of the soul tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish, this is what we put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Sometimes I push back. I'm like, hold up, let's do this ingredient instead of this ingredient. My soul will be like, hey, Ashley, put this in there. I'm like, what if we do this instead? You know, sometimes I co-create with the soul, with my multidimensionality, with my ancestral forces. You know, we talk, we kiki, we chat, we get divine revelations sometimes with their magic meals. We always have fun. Magic Meals with Ashley Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube, link below in the description of this transmission. We're within Oneness Connection. I already invited y'all to come be a part of the Kingdom Things podcast with the Ashley Nicole Phillips community. Beautiful transmissions over there. Powerful healing and uplifting transmissions. Again, do not replace your professional medical advice with anything you experience or hear within Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment with Ashley Nicole Phillips, or any of my other content. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free as well on YouTube as well as Spotify. Share the content to help proliferate my soul's ministry, healing frequencies, to help with the remembrance of humanity into our divine presence and all the universal abundance that comes with this. Being able to make our universal energetic embodiments and wellness are how we build in our realities, financially, at home, our homes, all the things, letting our soul wisdoms create and manifest our reality, and not necessarily hard work, but alignment, energetic alignment. I also want to invite y'all to come take part in Asia's Story, the animated series. Asia's Story, the animated series does stem from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe. I actually utilize the inspiration from my the multidimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of. I use these experiences and channel them into Asia's Story, the animated series, to share these wisdoms and experiences as we awaken in the masses, to have beautiful content, fun content, and soul liberating content for us in this time. Ossia Story, the animated series, is available to stream for free on YouTube, link below. I also have a live series. It's called Out of the Box. Again, it's about what we're going through. We're awakening in the masses to divine remembrance within the dream. We're awakening to our limitless potentials within the dream. It's called Out of the Box. I did state this. I'm sorry. I was having multidimensional communications. It's called Out of the Box. Out of the Box is available to stream on YouTube. Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube, on my music channel. Just go to the playlist sections. You'll see all the albums that I have there. I grow and evolve through my music, so you'll see the growth and evolution. Again, I hope there's dimensions of my growth and evolution that mirror your growth and evolution, I'm sure, because we're truly one. And help you grow into more divine remembrance and alignment. You'll see Out of the Box there within the playlist section as well. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truest truths. Give this love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you embody more of your divine presence consciously. Because we've always been limitless. The divine says, humanity, you've always been limitless. It's just wherever you vibrated in your beingness, where y'all's colony vibrated, where your community vibrated, mirrored who you thought you were, and not the whole truth of who you truly are. So self-love is the best love because it helps you embody, perceive consciously more of your limitless potentials. Let's roll into the transmission. I'm going to see y'all next week. Bye. Hey y'all. We're going to start this Kingdom Things podcast, our first World Powwow session, World Group Powwow session with gratitude for the self, gratitude for life as well as the self. May abundance of wellness, clarity, wisdom, divinely aligned wisdoms, authentic frequencies and medicine, peace, patience, joy, willingness to be wrong, willingness to be taught by our souls, our inner guiding light, be our inspiration for and within our journey of our limitless nature or evolution. Today has been a cumbersome day in the spirit, spiritually healing and evolving. Everything is spirit, and healing and evolving in the spirit. Welcome to Kingdom Things Podcast. Let me do my formal intro. Welcome to Kingdom Things Podcast. My name is Ashley Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. I'm actually the biblically prophesied Messiah, the Jewish widely awaited Mashiach, the Hindu prophesied Kalki, full circle moment alert, so are you. Why, Ashley? What I have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. We are all dimensions, authentic frequencies of the oneness of all things, having a human experience in order to grow and evolve into more of our limitless potentials. Within Kingdom Things Podcast, I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or the multiverse, or the Most High. Let me cross my legs, get comfortable. Or the Most High, to assist us as we awaken in the masses to the remembrance that is our divine nature. The remembrance that we are one with the divine, the remembrance that we are infinite energies, oneness energies, having a human experience in order to grow and evolve all things. I am extremely excited. Right before I went live, I was pondering my internal angst and reflecting and introspecting on my dating life, to perceive. Haven't dated much. The experiences I've had pushed me inward to perceive that every situation I've had in relationships that went south or sour or were uncomfortably stretching or traumatic was my inner man. As a woman, my inner man screaming to be healed and loved and recognized and understood that the man was one with me, the woman. I just had to share this bout of excitement and a Satori spiritual remembrance. I hope it's a seed of soul activation for whomever experiences it. Again, I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, or from all over God's creation, in order to assist for this time as we're awakening into the masses. We're awakening in the masses to the remembrance that we're one with all things, and that our perception of reality is a direct correlation of our consciousness evolution in any moment. And that heaven is now, heaven is here. Hell was now, hell was here. But the realities that were hellish, that manifested hell or darkness, demonic entities, forces, were and are, we're healing them. Our inner man and woman that were unmet because we were too busy chasing things in the world to remember that all is within. Hell has been alchemized in the way that hell is no longer hell. Hell is wisdoms. Hell are wisdoms. Hell is wisdoms. For us to introspect and reflect on the history or the makings of us, to garner the wisdoms of what the history or the makings of us took place to teach us about ourselves. Garner and embody the wisdoms as creation energy, our codes, divine wisdoms. We are, and as we know in our sciences, principle of conservation, thermodynamics of mechanics, all is energy. And energy is neither created nor destroyed. There are paradigms beyond energy. Energy is one of infinite paradigms of creation. As we grow, as we grow as a civilization, as a species within divine creation, we will remember the different dimensions that we've experienced as infinite potentials in order to manifest evolution, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical evolution within our humanism, by embodying our wisdoms, by embodying the infinite sojourns of our souls, by embodying the infinite experiences, wisdoms of our souls that are necessary for the evolution of the makings of us, our human, our beingness, in any given moment, to become who we intended to become on a God Goddess level or an infinite potentials level before we incarnated. Before we incarnated. Asking our inner selves what is right for us, which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast, call to action. Sit with yourself every day for at least 1 hour a day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, hey limitless potentials, what is it that I need to know in this moment to evolve into, grow into more of my limitless potentials, or more of my divine wisdoms, to embody my divine wisdoms, my limitless potentials, to grow and evolve into more of who I was created to be, who I am, more of who I am. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but changes forms, but evolves. Let me drop down this camera just a little bit. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but changes form, evolves. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast, call to action. Sit with yourself every day for at least 1 hour a day. Ask yourself, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into great? I'm so sorry, y'all. Like I shifted into a whole different dimension just now, healing. Maybe healing from healing from the soul space, from the heart space. Shifted. Sit with yourself for an hour a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater alignment, greater embodiment of my limitless potentials, to grow and evolve into who I intended to be on a God Goddess level before I incarnated even bigger. When infinite creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, and I channel this from my heart space. Everything that I speak, everything that I say, it's channelings from the heart space of divine wisdoms, the oneness of all things. I think I've already said that. Saying it again. The divine says, the oneness of all things says, whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. Every human, every person, humanity is a production of the fruit of existence, benevolent disposition to continue to grow and evolve into more, into infinite, into limitless potentials. Ask yourself, hey soul, what do I need in this moment, to know in this moment, to grow and evolve into more of my limitless potentials, more of my authentic frequency, more of who I was created to be, more of the fruit in which I am. Align with the authentic frequency of the fruit in which I am, which brings me to another call to action. Water your own seeds. Pay your attention, pay your mind to the energies and wisdoms and seeds that are inside of you, of the fruit in which you are. Water your own seeds. Water your vision. Focus your energy on your visions, your missions that are deeply rooted in your heart space. The things that you've always wanted to do, your creative endeavors. Focus your energies and your attentions poignantly on your seeds of the fruit in which you are. To grow the harvest, the crop, to share with the world the reason why you came into creation, to be the medicine, to be the satiation in which you came in the world to be. Giving from your own cup what's overflowing, making sure your cup is full. As you do no one good, any good, by depleting yourself. It's not noble to be ailed, to give so much that you're imbalanced and you have nothing else to give. We have to be full, we have to be balanced, we have to be well for our well springs to continue to be in alignment with universal flow or our limitless potentials. Which brings us to the Kingdom Things podcast 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the divine says, the Most High says, we will be in the energies of consciousness expansion, consciousness evolution, consciousness awareness, to understand that we are a human culture, planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty were all manifestations of the makings of us. We've now graduated out of this gestational phase, and we can now go within, shine light on our evolution, or introspect, reflect, ask our soul these questions about what the makings of us came to teach us. To grow and evolve into more of our limitless nature. To water, to uncover, and then put back into the soil of our beingness. That is our beingness. Water, shine light, to give our attention to the seeds of the fruit that we are, to contribute towards a human culture, planet Earth, with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, or higher consciousness beings. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast, Kardashian Scale Prophecy. I channel from the Galactic Federation, the oneness of all things. Because the Galactic Federation got this information from peering into existence, the oneness of all things. Within 10 years, we will be a type 2, type 3 Kardashian scale civilization. You're asking me, Ashley, how can this happen? Because it already is. We're on a planet that's multidimensional. There already are up to revelation alert. Revelation alert. Revelation alert. Baby, I'm going to edit this and put a revelation alert. There already are up to a type 10 Kardashian scale civilization within our realm of existence, or our planet. We're awakening. We're acclimating to the advanced civilizations that already exist within the dimensionality of our existence within our planet Earth. Kardashian, for anyone that's not aware, the Kardashian scale was channeled by an astronomer, and it is a template to understand the evolution of a galactic civilization based off of the amount of its own energy in which the galactic civilization is able to harness. And when this, when the Kardashian scale was brought into my conscious awareness, the interdimensional beings in which I was channeling, they actually were type 10. They said we're a type 10 civilization, but don't be so stringent about what you're going to find in each type of civilization. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type. Just understand that you're created to evolve and grow through your own existence, your own beingness, or your connection to all things, the divine, the oneness of all things, yourself, the intimacy in which you foster within and of your oneness or yourself by being inquisitive about your nature or your existence. Principle of correspondence, universal principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a mirror, our mirrors of the energies in which we embody. So asking yourself, hey, so what is this supposed to teach me about myself? Hey, self, what is this supposed to teach me about myself? To garner the wisdoms and grow and evolve into more, embody the wisdoms and grow and evolve into more of your limitless nature. So today we are going to be channeling ancestral forces, forefathers plus foremothers speak. The title of this live, Death Revealed, Transmuted. We're channeling Tahuti, Moses, Mother Mary, Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus. I do dedicate my existence, as it is a part that the Kingdom Things podcast is a part of, is a fruit of the harvest that is myself. I do dedicate my existence to impart much of my existence, in part creating Kingdom Things podcast, where I spiritually evolve to become more of my limitless nature. And I share my spiritual evolution within Kingdom Things podcast. So if you find anything within Kingdom Things podcast has been beneficial to you, donations are appreciated, and my PayPal link is in the description of this video, whether you're watching on YouTube or Spotify. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, follow if you're watching on Spotify, share the content if you find the content beneficial to help proliferate the Kingdom Things podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. I'm going to go ahead and sit back. And we are going to, let me just crack this window just a bit because I'm getting a little hot. We are going to channel the ancestral forces. Excuse any noise coming from outside. Again, this Kingdom Things podcast world group powwow session is titled Forefathers plus Foremothers Speak, Death Revealed, Transmuted. I do one-on-one individual powwow sessions. The link to book the your one-on-one powwow session is in the description of this video. Kingdom Things podcast, Healing Home Square Portal. What happens is I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, in which your soul or your oneness of all things, your most high self wants you to experience in order to grow and evolve into more of your limitless potentials, uplift your ancestry. I am going to do the Kingdom Things podcast, Healing Home, 101 spiritual powwow sessions, video style. So I'll record the transmission video. I'm going to record the transmission video style. Before I was sharing, I was dissertation style typing up the powwow sessions dissertation style. I will channel on camera what it is that the oneness of all things wants you to experience, the incantations, the energies. Again, to help break through. It's a custom crafted alchemy of energies to help you break through specific ancestral wounds, traumas, uplift specific ancestral wounds and traumas to uplift all of your ancestry and align with more of your limitless potentials or your divine presence. So to book your one-on-one Kingdom Things podcast, spiritual powwow session, the link is below. The Kingdom Things podcast Healing Home Square portal. I'm excited. Again, we have the lineup: Tahuti, Moses, Mother Mary, Rabbi Yeshua. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and transcendentally channel. So I'm going to continue to have my eyes closed. And the ancestral forces will speak through me, to us. I'm going to channel one ancestral force at a time. So I will open up my eyes, breathe, and provide whatever commentary I'm guided to offer, soul led to offer between the channelings. Thank you, Tahuti, ancestral force Tahuti. Thank you, Ashley, for allowing us to grace your presence, to grace humanity and share our wisdoms, our energies, our upliftment as human beings of planet Earth are being activated into galactic remembrance, galactic DNA, galactic genome activity. There is nothing you have to do but understand that you've already been here before. You're traversing a Fibonacci spiral of existence, a ring of energy, a ring of existence, a loop of existence in which you've seen before. But now you're seeing in this loop of existence, or these events and situations and peoples and embodiments of self at a new vibrational frequential patterning, which allows creation to experience creation in new ways in which creation has never experienced creation before. Thank you, Ashley. You know, when you experience something that changes you, and the way you walked into that experience is not the way you walked out of the experience. My soul's awakening, our souls are awakening, and the way our souls walked into the experience of becoming human is not the way our souls are, the way we're remembering our souls. Awakening from the dream of being only human. So just a lot of feeling. I'm going to allow myself to be patient. My soul keeps on saying, the universal forces keep on saying, I should be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. As I hope you're patient with yourself. And understand this is a journey, not a race. This is a journey, not a race. This is a journey, not a race. Thank you, Forefather Tahuti. We will now channel Forefather Moses of biblical proportion of the Old Testament, the Holy Bible, the Torah, Hebrew Bible. Thank you, Moses. You are welcome, Ashley. I'm glad to be here back once again with more decorum than that in which I met humanity within your last transmission. I would appreciate it if you linked it below in the repost of this video. Thank you, Ashley. I want to be better for humanity. Understand humanity. I exist still. Every being in existence exists even with expanding beyond your consciousness, awareness of yourself. As death is a paradigm that was created when beings supersede or transcend the conscious awareness of the realm, the species of said civilization in which, of said realm or species of said civilization in which the being has transcended or departed from, in which we call death. Thank you, Ashley. Whoa. Whoa. Thank you, Forefather Moses. Thank you, Forefather Moses. I'm having a bout of Satori, divine revelation, or a divine revelation. Satori, spontaneous spiritual awakening, or divine revelation. And the divine says this is all human beings. We incarnate, and we're these magical entities, creatures, energies that perceive well outside of the box of humanism what we perceive as normality, you know, with our calculations and formulas of what is normalcy, average, normalcy, average. Excuse me if my vernacular and grammar is kind of like not normal or accurate. Within Kingdom Things podcast, I'm super multidimensional, and I've always been. The divine says we've always been. We've always been magical entities, creatures, energies, and the way we perceive reality. There's infinite numbers of ways to perceive reality, as there are infinite energies and infinite paradigms beyond energies to perceive reality as. So the way I speak is unique to the frequency in which I am. We tried to fit ourselves in this box called humanity, being a human, which caused a lot of chaos, a lot of ruckus, a lot of destitution, death, disease, famine, poverty, war, kill, stealing, and destroying. Because our energies were being suffocated or disconnected. Disconnected meaning a dissonance of frequential patterning of our authentic frequencies, and then the responding receptor or home frequency, which I'm being guided to use the analogy of a cell phone tower. When you're using your cell phone, why does it work? Why is your cell phone operable? Because the signal from your cell phone pings to the tower, so you're able to communicate utilizing the ping from your phone to the tower. Right, the tower is connected to wherever else you're communicating to, right? Communicating with. We became amnesiac, distracted, because our authentic frequencies, and they were being suffocated. Or we were trying to fit in these boxes, or when our signal didn't when our signal didn't ping, when our signal wasn't picked up by whatever being, situation, place, manifestation we wanted to experience. We tried to manipulate our signal to where our signal no longer corresponded with our receptor or our home tower, our home frequency. So we fell into amnesia. So we're no longer connected to our divine wisdoms, our truths, the embodiment of our energies. So we're operating out of what? Signals from where? Energetic frequencies of what? Destitution, kill, steal, destroy is what we were operating out of. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and we're going to channel Mother Mary. I've noted in depth in the Kingdom Things podcast that I am on a twin flame journey. And at the beginning, meeting my twin flame, who my heart space said, this is going to be your husband, when I was 9 years old. And then the universal forces, my soul, God, universal forces brought us back into contact in this lifetime, which catalyzed me onto my spiritual awakening journey. It was a hellish experience that I had with this man, that I co-created with this man. It was a hellish experience because we were only mirroring to each other our own dissonance, where we were neglecting our home frequency, our wisdoms, the love in which we are, and our divinity and our limitless potentials. Hellish experience. The divine said I was in dissonant energies. The divine says, for this relationship to work, you have to become everything I created you to be, and nothing less. So when I started healing myself, divine revelation, divine mandate, I started the podcast, Kingdom Things podcast. And on this day, today, I accept the divine telling me, hey, Ashley, I wanted you to choose yourself. This whole twin flame journey is to come home to God inside. I wanted you to choose yourself. To choose yourself meant finding your home frequency. Through all of the chaos and distortions of your realm, of your planet, of your humanism, of your evolution, of the makings of you, I wanted you to find your authentic frequency and choose this. I choose my authentic frequency. And choosing my authentic frequency is releasing, we would call them karmic ties or spells or witchcraft, releasing all of the lifetimes in which I incantated. I was dissonant to my home frequency and I incantated things that kept me attached to people, places, and things that weren't true to who I am and my authentic frequency. All of the lifetimes, all the family, all the love, all of the loved ones. Instead of looking at it as a loss, I understand that I'm liberating the souls, the spirits of every soul and spirit I've ever come in contact with in the journey of my soul. Because when you rise, every energy that you've ever encountered rises through all space and time and beyond. And so it is. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and allow Mother Mary, Jesus Christ, Rabbi Yeshua's mother, Mother Mary, to channel through myself. This is the first time I'm formally channeling Mother Mary. Thank you so much, Mother Mary, for joining, for offering your presence, your energy, your love, your wisdoms. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley, and peace to be with you. We know this transmission would be tough for Ashley, as she is truly healing with the ancestors. As everyone who views this transmission, she will post this transmission. Everyone who views this transmission, we pray and we offer our healing energies and voices and frequencies. May peace be with your mind, bodies, souls, and spirits as you evolve into the remembrance that is you are one with the divine, as you evolve into the remembrance that you have never been dissonant, but truly you've been in experience or evolution, or the makings of you, or combustion, or gestation to become the divine human. Thank you, Ashley. Rabbi Yeshua speaking. Most formerly known as Jesus Christ, Rabbi Yeshua speaking. Ashley, dry your tears. This is difficult for Ashley, as this journey of becoming divine will prove to be difficult for all of humanity. This makes you no less worthy of being divine. Remembrance of your conscious awareness of your divinity. Ashley will post below a channeling of what she did with the bipedal man of another colony, another realm of creation named Harry, in which she stated, you, human beings of planet Earth, are going through tough times. But your tough times are conquerable. You will make it out on top. You will become your promised lands. You will embody the energies to manifest or cast your promised lands in a conscious awareness where you understand that you're worthy of everything in which you aspire to become, experience, embody. May it be with holy lights, white light, limitless potential energies. May it be with the remembrance that we are one with the divine. May it be with the conquering of the devilish ways of the old human consciousness. May it be with the love that is the love that is the love that in which we are. May it be with the remembrance that we are never alone. May it be with the remembrance that we are one with the divine. May it be with holy white light Shekinah energy. May it be with the remembrance that all is one, all is within. Thank you, Ashley. Amen. Ooh. Shalom. Ooh. Breathing into the heart space to allow for universal ordering. As we are one with the universe, as we are the universe, there's nothing to think about, to figure balance, to figure equilibrium, to figure wellness, to figure abundance. We breathe into the heart space and allow for wisdom to reveal itself, and allow for abundance to reveal itself, and allow for wellness to reveal itself as we are one with wellness, abundance. Allow for wisdom to reveal itself as we are one with wisdom, wellness, abundance, life, the universes, the oneness of all things. There's nothing to figure out. We are one with the universes. We are the universes. The universe has a natural benevolent disposition to find, to formulate equilibrium in every moment. We rest our minds in our heart spaces and wait for the wisdom to reveal itself. We rest our minds in our heart spaces and rest our breath into our heart spaces to wait for wisdom to reveal itself, to wait for divine direction to reveal itself, to wait for the embodiments of the energies in which will manifest, magnetize our realities into alignment with how we intended to magnetize and align our realities before we became amnesiac to the fact that we're one with the universes and lost our way, seemingly. None of it was bad. Remembering the sensations of anxiety and fear are energies of rejuvenation. We speak anxiety and fear into transmutation of energies of rejuvenation. We speak the energies of anxiety and fear into energies of rejuvenation of our beingness. I want to thank all of you whom will view the first Kingdom Things podcast World Group Powwow session at a later time within YouTube or Spotify. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm not going to have a formal ending or a formal salutation. But I'll say this. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are love in your true shoes. Give this love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps your body become more of your limitless potentials consciously. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home. The book series that introduces the book.
After returning from the day's trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I am in no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I need no stake to the cause. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.